Anders, well, you should have stayed where you were. You shouldn't have bothered to become a Catholic. What was the point of becoming Catholic?
Well, the point of becoming Catholic is to receive the fullness of the faith, and the fullness of the faith comes with three big perks. And one of those perks is communion with all others who have possessed the fullness of the faith, whether they're alive here on earth or whether they are the saints and angels in heaven, or whether they're the souls in purgatory that are waiting their entrance into heaven. And so that tremendous communion, that tremendous bond of charity is one of the perks, if you will. The other one is the perk of truth, and that is that you have the great benefit of a body of individuals who, when they collectively decide the truth, what is true, together with the successor of St. Peter, they can proclaim that truth with absolutely certainty because they have the confidence given by the gospel itself and the promise of Christ to those very same apostles, the ancestors, if you will, of the present day apostles, the bishops. And so you have that blessing of truth, and then you also have the blessing of the means of salvation in the sacraments. And through this way, we can know that we have at our disposal throughout our life, not only a means of a very personal communion with Christ, which goes well beyond, well, I have a personal relationship with Jesus, which you so often hear from non-Catholics, goes well beyond that. To you have the sacraments which assist you at every stage of life and also in the various vocations. And this is what Christ intended, that throughout our life, from the moment we become a Christian through baptism till the moment of our death, that we're accompanied by Christ, we're accompanied by the mystical Christ, the church, and through the sacraments we are strengthened to survive that moment when both the devil will be most active and God himself is active, because he is there through the church, through the sacraments, through the life we've lived in communion with Christ throughout our life. And so it's a different perspective than what David described in terms of being a young Protestant, that this trust in God, that it extends across the entirety of life and not just in that moment of conversion, and that it also means we have the constant support of Christ through real individuals, through a real entity, through a real church, which is Christ's activity on earth today, extending his own ministry to the end of time. And I think these are the blessings that can be offered to any Catholic, not necessarily in a moment, but through those seeds which we have the opportunity to spread.